Alright there, your old mate Yorkie here. Welcome you back to Yorkie's Nightcap, where we share a drink at the end of the night. And a more relaxed kind of game. Relaxed playstyle kind of game. To wind the day down together. And we're currently working our way through Rogue Trader. Now, Yorkie's Nightcap is meant to be a stream, but my dear lady wife's having some medication adjustment issues, so I've got to be there for her when she calls. That being the case, I'm not going to stream for probably the next couple of weeks or so, but I will be doing more or less nightly Rogue Trader videos instead. Anyway, real life interferes. You all know that. I'm sure you have the issues in your own lives too. Let's go. Since the videos, I'll probably do in half an hour to an hour and a half, somewhere down there, instead of looking toward 3 to 4 hours. Of course, having said that, I might just get into it and just not stop for like 12 hours before she wakes up and calls me or something. You know how it goes. Yeah, never predict your future, because you're probably always wrong. Mostly, anyway. Right, we triggered that last time, didn't we? And now we can go through here. There is loot here, though. Where was it? It was there. That's nothing worthwhile, I don't think. And the mutant traitor's got something. Getting basic stuff.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
They do too. Over here. Oh, on the body. What's that? Warp sees glasses. Law warp. That's going to Adira, because she's our law warp person. Right there. Then we're in here.
O Messiah, grant me the wisdom to perceive.
What are these for? Okay. Cargo. More brain gel and the like. Oh, I thought that was something, it's just a colour. The cost extension reagent sears your nostrils and broken glass crunches underfoot. Somebody wanted to destroy the laboratory or find something. About the Medicaid.
I have proven myself yet again.
Synthetic amniotic fluids, fluid pools across the floor. Barely discernible traces stretch to the opposite side of the entrance. Okay, fine. It's through here. All kinds of stuff. Let's not interact with stuff until we're ready to move on. Adamantine.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Goods. I mean, picking up goods, I'm fine with that. But I mean the transducers and stuff. Ah, it's this. Laboratory Journal H405, 445LS. Experimental section. The child's influence on the psycho-emotional state of various representations in the Imperium. Access level or cellular T prime. Experiment H45451, subgroup low-born male. Test subjects exhibit signs of acute stress. The majority perished of blood loss within a day of being placed in the laboratory chamber due to the inability to halt the discharge of ocular secretions, tears, and the body's subsequent replacement of these secretions with the connective tissues of its internal environment. Ew. The individuals with the greatest resistance to the sacred child's resonance died several chronoturns later. Extensive wounds in the abdomen, presumably inflicted by a jagged piece of metal. Death was caused by strangulation, with the subject's own intestines. The subject's final shouts exhibited concerns over abdominal tentacles and void worms. Yeesh! Hallucinations prescribed to their own internal organs. Experiments H45452, subgroup low-born female. The test subjects died within an hour of entering the laboratory adjacent to the child's chambers. Most had their tongues bitten off or their jaw badly dislocated. Some test subjects lacked the physical strength to separate it from the rest of the skull. Cause of death? Severe head injuries caused by impacting the walls or the floor. Yo. Experiment 45453, subgroup. A paralysed patient who lost the ability to speak due to the shock caused by a manufactorum accident. Male. The test subject noted a tingling sensation in the deteriorated tissue. During Regent Aronto Arcelio's visit to the child, the test subject smiled and started humming, most likely trying to carry some plebeian tune, and then attempted to address the servant who brought him food. A lengthy conversation was prohibitive due to the servant's lack of tongue. H45454, subgroup, a defective offspring of Lord P. Arcelio, pronounced unfit for studying the high art of navigation, owing to the mutation of the tissues required for installation of the obligatory augmentations that merge one's consciousness to the vessel. Additionally, they display an overall feebleness of mind. Female. The test subjects mirrored the child's actions for 3 days. On the 4th day, the child became upset after hearing the news about the untimely demise of Amos Cantarelli, an officer of her personal guard. As a result, one of the test subjects peeled away several layers of tissue from her face and died from the resulting massive heart attack. The last surviving test subject was executed for attempting to contact the child.
Know your duty!
How do we get in there? Maybe we don't. I thought we could. Ah. Maybe not then. Nope, doesn't look like it. It looks like that's an end.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Well, what's the point in letting me zoom in if you're going to force it to be where I don't want it to be? Oh well. Let's have a look. Transducer. Oh, we've got remake the control rod. Reset elevator, return. Okay. We got tissue flask. We've got data crypt analyzer. Let's have a look at that one. That's not doing anything. Data crypt connector. Does it actually do anything? Am I meant to be doing something here? No reagents anyway. Maybe we are, but I'm not wasting time. It looks like we can use the rod. Oh! Oh yeah. Just
Experience? Nothing matters more.
There we are. I've got a control rod, don't I? Did I not pick it up? I've got a control rod. Where am I meant to stick it? Because I've got one. Yeah, I know it is. Okay, I'm missing something, obviously. There's loot down here, apparently. Yeah, right there. Multi-key. I'm not sure I'm getting this. I've got a control rod, but can I use it? Valentius looks a little better. His tangled hair is now neatly braided. His wounds are tightly bandaged, and there is some healthy colour under the scales on his cheeks. He dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. That's what I needed to click on him. I'll try to look this up, but I wasn't finding anything that just said click on him to continue. Okay. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod. Remember, every second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. Adira suddenly cocks her head and drives a nail deep into her shoulder. Then she starts mumbling. Drives her nails, rather. The crossroads. There are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the cursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy they fall at the slightest touch. One hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Tell me more, what paths? I cannot say. One is paved with blind faith, the other with hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of tragedy you like the most. Oh, welcome to life. Who is who? Who do you see behind the masks? My whispers are giggling nastily. They will not speak, the naughty little things. They say that tearing off the masks is your concern. Thank you. I did not understand a single word, but thank you. I did nod tiredly and glanced at Felix out of the corner of her eye. This situation has enough problems without your sorcery, Psyker. Hey, you leave my idea alone. Felix whizzes Adira off and looks at you expectantly. Hand over the key. Felix exhales loudly and smiles. Thank you, Rogue Trader. I don't even know what to say. Status and honour prevent me from admitting it now. Admit it before now. But you have awoken hope in me. Hope that I might actually leave this station altogether with my mistress, which is why I'm about to ask one last favour of you. The lowly insurgents got their hands on a weapon that suppresses my navigator powers. Their absence makes me a living target. But this weapon is useless against you, as is the bunch of lunatics wielding it. I humbly ask you to deal with the scum huddling upstairs, and hurry to adorn my mistress with the relic of our house, a sacred amulet against all evil. Recent events have badly disturbed Lady Cassia's psyche, and warp entities always lust for weaker souls, especially when the veil grows thin. You too will be safe with next to this charm, and what will I get in return? You'll get everything you wanted, a loyal navigator and the undying gratitude of House Auxilio. I'm not going to threaten him. It might be what I do if he proves to be lousy. Very well, I'll do it. Building up power. There's the next crime lord is something I want to do. If I'm going to stand Separate from the Emperor, I may need power. I may need allies. You are going to need this charm. Philip hands you a great precious stone without a setting. Its luminous surface remains cold to the touch, no matter how long you hold it in your hand. And may the God Emperor's light be with you. Glowing stone. A rough precious stone lacking a setting. While I was trying to look up about the elevator rod, I did find that the stuff I found that I could use as reagents and stuff would make something that would make me temporarily resistant to poison, something that would make me temporarily resistant to poison energy, but both also weaken you, so I didn't go for them. The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs stands with her arms raised, her hands deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scallop-misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her dishevelled hair, twitch nervously as you approach. Only now do you notice the third eye of the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jewelled ornament, and when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming soul-smothering power. You're enveloped in a despairing grief when an invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting off your breath. Your limbs seem to fill with lead, your heart hammers in its chest, and the desire to turn and flee from this room, from this station, almost gets the better of you. At the last moment, you master your emotions, and your will pushes back against the illusion, forcing it to retreat. Idira emits something between a moan and a drawn-out whimper. Ow! As if my own little pals weren't bad enough, now this one's barging into my head. Somebody stop her. I am registering abnormal activity in my tear ducts. The salt being produced by my body may negatively affect the performance of my respiratory apparatus. The vulnerability must be rectified. It has been logged. Heresy! Argenta looks at the tall figure with a strange mixture of anger and sadness. Then she lowers her head, and a white hair veils her face. Lady Cassia, I'm here to help you. Please calm yourself. She wearily shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound, similar to both a sob and a small wounded animal. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you? Who are you? Angelina Reid von Valancius, remember the name. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Unease settles over her face as she nods cautiously. Pardon my manners, Angelina Reid. I did not expect to meet such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. The heavy-set old man, who has been kneeling nearby, erupts in low sobs, his eyes swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room, as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from them. The child, Lady Cassia, where are you, sacred child? Throne preserve. Despite his venerable age, the navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. Oh, she's not looking good. You! The old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet black veins, and bulging milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they tell me to make you out as either an enemy or an ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of House Celsilia down on your head. Watch out, Lord Captain, this one's so deranged it's making the Whisper shriek like crazy. He might just open the eye of his. Threatening the head of the dynasty is a grave offence, esteemed whoever you are. Ablad placed a hand on his weapon. At present, I'm trying to determine what's happening on Yorak 5. I'll grant that you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of the wrecked station, or like scoundrels in Philip's service. So who are you? Angelina Reid von Valancius, rogue trader. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy. How interesting. Your kind always makes an appearance. in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so House Orsilio now asks service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of the house today. You decide. What's the curse that's taken hold of everyone in this room? Theobald frowns. Curse? You do not understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddy. If the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child's will is the will of the great Sisyphone, for she is the heir of House Orsilio. Well, they called me dangerous with my witchcraft idea, mutters under her breath. Yes, dangerous, but potentially really powerful and useful. What service do you ask of me? Hope glimmers in the navigator's milky eyes. Save the sacred child. Take her away from this station. I fear I do not have long left. A bluish rivulet trickles down the old man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away from his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Aronto, acting head of House Orsilio, in the Coronos Expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your efforts. I know we came here for a navigator, but after everything we've seen, we've got some reservations about this girl. Argenta looks at Cassia. A painful furrow appears on her forehead. Such a fragile thing, with such a heavy burden upon her shoulders. You're talking as if you expect to die here. Theobald shrugs indifferently. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Pellic inflicted upon my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Praise the throne. Slowly enough to see that the child is taken care of. You need help. There's a Medicaid deck on my ship. But Theobald only shakes his head. No, I am the keeper of Europe 5, and I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. What happened between you and Pellic? Pellic is my wayward student. He came to Europe 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and trusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of the house, our sacred child. To revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss, to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of our novators, Sisyphone Orsilio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy. The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the novator's throne. So choose whose side you're on, a murderous traitor or the lawful scion of the noble house. Theobald speaks these words softly, looking at the unconscious woman with reverence. Pellic has accused you of treachery, Theobald. Why should I trust your words? Defending myself before strangers, never thought I'd fall so low. The old man looks at the unmoving Cassia and shakes his head in resignation. If the child's life were not at stake, very well, I have no choice, or proof of my innocence. I can give you my word as a member of the Navis Nobilete, if the honest word of an honourable man counts for anything with you. I guarded this station against calamity and incursions from without to the best of my ability. I forced the wardens to strictly observe the security protocols. I personally selected every servant, and I faithfully protected the child during the coup. How could you lose control of your own station like this? Do not thrust my errors in my face. I am twice your age and twice as wise, and you lost control. Yeah, you're not making any friends here. Take my advice, trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even those closest to you will betray you for power, for gold power, or a far-fetched idea of a bright future. I believe I've made my decision. Is that so? Please share your thoughts, let's see. Pellic is a true monster, let's do away with him. The last thing I need is a monster on my ship. Cassia shall remain here, and you shall serve as navigator on my vessel. I shall bring Cassia to Pellic as I promised. Specifically this station, I'm taking Cassia, and you and Pellic shall suffer a less enviable fate. Alright. So please share your thoughts. Let's see. feel like he's a true monster. I mean, he might be. Last thing I need is a monster from ship. Cassie shall remain here and you shall serve as a navigator on my vessel. I don't want him. I don't like him. I don't know why, something's hitting me wrong about him completely. Should bring Cassia to Felic as I promised. I'm sick of this station. I'm taking Cassia and you and Felic shall suffer a less enviable fate. Alright. What I'm going to do for now is take her to Felic and see how that goes. Then I'll make a decision about the two of them. I don't want him. Rash words that will cost you your life. The old navigator balls his fist. The veins on his arm bulge black and the third eye opens. To me, defenders of the child, duty calls us now.
The impure cannot escape their fate!
You
Okay.
dare cross the faithful?
There we go then. Oh, we have a bunch of them all around, do we? I see. A large bunch of them all around, in fact. No. Over there. You can target them. I'll put you there. Navigator. Sorry, Abelard rather. I want you set. I'll put you there. You can take. You can start taking these on. Miss Run and Gun herself. You can also come there. Alright. Me, no, her.
That is not my destiny.
Hang on. No, that goes on Abelard, doesn't it?
Anything else?
You can get the strength on him too. And that's 2 AP. That's going to go on them.
Will do.
The Emperor commands.
Get on them.
And so
Try
shall it be done.
intimidated. Oh, I can. It's 23.
Weather the storm!
Can live with it.
Now,
Can live with it. Again. Abelard.
I will do my duty. One fewer target.
He dodged, unfortunately. Never mind.
Flesh is weak, yet iron knows no pain.
I'm okay. Well, that's not good. So.
my patience has failed me.
You're okay, don't worry about it. That's a miss. Right, Argenta. We will run and gun.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Eradicated.
He's down. Almost down. Pascal.
My vow is to serve. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Oh, down.
Be gone.
Adira's not feeling too healthy right now. Move up there.
What is this foreboding?
Put that on.
Anything else?
Forewarning
Will
on
do.
yourself. Strike on them.
Anything else? Will do.
Analyze on the commander. Angelina.
Rejoice in service. And so, let this be the
You're
warning
down.
to all who oppose us.
I think that leaves just one.
A tactically sound approach.
It's on him. And go. Brace for
Victory
impact.
is imminent. It will be done.
Smack him.
Follow my lead.
And he's down. What have you done? Don't touch me, I will manage on my own. Yeah, you will. What's this? It's as if the painting was rendered by several different hands. The timid, uncertain lines are interlaced with rough and furious strokes coming together in arcane shapes.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
While no one appears to be living in the cage, somebody still filled the trough with dried fruit and water. Alright. Fine.
Know your duty.
The Lady Navigator's private library is brimming with essays, novels, and personal accounts from the trailblazers and explorers of the Imperium. Luxurious spaces left untouched. Fine. A whole bunch of crap to sell. Let's cast you over there. Almighty Emperor be praised, my beneficent mistress is safe. Wonderful, this is wonderful. The weight of the world has been lifted from my shoulders. Philip grins mockingly before turning grim, you monster. Cassia flinches at the navigator's words and clenches her face, her sharp nails dig into the soft skin, drawing blood. Cassia's face, however, remains dispassionate. Traitor. Oh no, this is bad, this is very bad. The flimsy mask is gone, and the gaze behind it is aimed dead at you, Lord Captain. A traitor? What's the meaning of this? This means that you murdered my only defender and dragged me straight into the arms of a traitor who doomed Urak 5. Cassia angrily brushes you away, holding back the quaver in her voice. Forgive me, this little lie, rogue trader. You served the noble cause of liberating House Orsilio like no other, for which I will be forever grateful. We could have become close friends in another life. Liars like you, sir, do not deserve to call themselves friends of the dynasty. Abelard reaches for his weapon. Not that anyone has extended such an honour to you. However, the house's reputation must not be jeopardised by your testimony. The girl is a curse on all of Orsilio. She is the legacy of Tisiphone, a beast who kept the entire house chained with fear, killing indiscriminately for any trace of dissent. I had to break the shackles of a tyranny. It is nothing personal, I am sure you understand. The eye on the navigator's forehead opens wide. Thought this might be the case. You have signed your own death warrant. What a coincidence, I was not going to let you live either. I beseech the Emperor shield me against this evil. Draw your weapon, I kiss her here. Signed your own death warrant. The words get stuck in your throat and your hands refuse to obey. The hatred of Felix overwhelms your entire being. How could he? How dare he betray you, his mentor, his house? You hear a woman scream as if from afar, and the veil of the other's conjoining emotions fades. You think I am a monster, Felix? Fine, have it your way.
Grovel before the faithful!
For the Emperor!
Okay, who are we fighting? Are we fighting Cassia? I hope not. She's yellow. These are all red. Okay. So, let's put you there, Angelina. Let's get you there. Abelard, I want you front and centre. Run and gun. Get yourself here. Idira. You can go here.
I must not falter.
Villages.
It strengthens me.
Moving out.
Right, Angelina Reid. Move here. You're gonna take this one on.
Actions will speak louder than words. I won't
Analyze
suffer
enemy.
this.
Analyze. Oh, you're there. Enemy. Wounds.
The Emperor commands. Rejoice in service.
And then we get...
And so shall it be done.
Oh, wonderful. You completely missed.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Weather the storm. My prescience has failed me. Onward!
They're spread out, unfortunately.
Martyrdom is a reward.
Nicely done. Idira.
On it. What, of course.
Pascal.
Advancing. Running binary override.
You're done.
Just a minor setback.
Follow my lead.
Argenta. Stick that on.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Run and gun.
This is unacceptable. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
On them.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
On them. You missed. Idira.
Was be gone.
High momentum.
Let's stick that on Pascal. She has taken some hits.
Will do. Stop mocking me.
Abelard. Race in. Actually. Race
I will
in.
do my duty. An exemplary strike. At your beck and call. Indeed. It
Take
will
him
be
out.
done. I took care of this one.
My prescience has
Of the
failed me.
Imperium!
Angelina Reid.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens.
See about getting this thing
And
down.
so shall it be done. I will not be deterred. And so shall it be done.
How did we miss?
I must not falter.
Not sorry. Look at that.
Duty prevails.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
You're done. Invigorate yourself. Pascal. Whoa.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Oh. I don't suppose we can hit him, can we?
Approved.
Bear with me.
Guided by faith. Faith without deeds is worthless.
We don't seem able to get there, do we?
I know what is to come.
How low can a man sink in the pursuit of power? Is your hatred of me really so strong, Felix?
Cassia's ruby eye filled with bloody tears as she looks at the traitor in the face, and your heart is racked by unbearable grief. Would you explain what just happened? You killed Philip just by looking at him.
I've never... I did what ought to be done to renegades of House Orselio. You need not worry, rogue trader. I have no such power over the lives of ordinary people.
A useful gift, I like it.
You are engulfed in an aurora of crimson, your hope for pain and battle. But my gift will not help you with that.
Forgive the urgency, we need to leave the station immediately. The systems are unstable and may fail at any moment.
But this is my home.
Cassia hesitates, searching for the right word.
What are you going to do to me?
Lady Cassia, let us aid one another. Become my navigator, and I shall restore you to House of Celia at the earliest opportunity.
Accompanying a rogue trader on their travels is an honor for any navigator. Let us go. I can no longer bear the sight of the deathly pale shadows that drape the bodies of the fallen.
Cassia gives you a curt nod. There's bodyguard. Now, there is one more here somewhere. Yeah. Let me just see what we've got here on weapons. First, let's have a look at Idira. That's just a psychic staff. She can't use that staff. She can't use that staff, and she can't use that staff. That can only be navigator. That can only be navigator. And that's got to be pyromancy. Okay. What about weapons? Let's start with the one. Oh, she's joining us. Oh. Okay. She's joining us as actual character. Beautiful. Alright. Your gun is 12 to 17. 3 to 5 garbage. 10 to 15, not good enough. 14 to 20. Long last, two-handed ranged weapon. Eight to 12 beats a shock baton. 12 to 16, but that's 14 to 20. I'm going to give you that. That can spray. It's only 5 to 9, but it can spray. Anyway, we've given you what we can there. You've got noble sword and shotgun. Your shotgun's 10 to 15. That's 12 to 16 for a sniper rifle. To 17 for a well-maintained sniper rifle. Your sword is 7 to 12. Six to 11. 6 to 8. 6 to 9. 5 to 7. 7 to 10. Yeah, we're not going to get better for you. You can probably replace that 10 to... Actually, no. What about me first? I'm 12 to 16 already, which is the best I can get out of those, I think. So you can go 12 to 16 on that. We don't have a replacement for the thing for you. What's pyromancy going to do? 4 to 8. But you need to have pyromancy as a thing, which we're going to have to give you. We've done you. Your sword is 8 to 10 chainsword. Don't we have better than that already? That 6 to 11 is not better. 7 to 10 is weaker. 6 to 9 is definitely weaker. 5 to 7. 6 to 8. No, we don't. And you've got 10 to 15. 12 to 16. Now you've got Staff of House Acilio compared to Staff of Acilio Guardian. Both have strike. That's got castigating. Enemies targeted by navigators suffer -5 penalty to all their characteristics until the end of the navigator's next turn. Allies targeted by navigator. No, I think we're going to stick with the one you've got, and that's only 3 to 4. That's garbage. You're certainly going to take that instead. Now, you're wearing light armor. Improved enforcer light carapace. That's medium armor you could wear. I don't think so. I think you're going to be wearing light, aren't you? 30%. Oh, that's medium. Hang on. So yeah, improved armored body glove. Accessories. I don't know if she's an officer or not. The boots. That should go on her, I think. Because her lightning can often do that. Sniper gloves. What gloves are you wearing? Fine. What about you? You can't do that. Phantom cloak. That's fine. I think I'd rather give that if it's going to be ballistic skill, etc. Oh, hang on, I meant to be giving stuff to her, didn't I? That's fine. I want you to have this. No, no, I don't. That's gloves. So you can have this. You've got awareness that's high. Nothing else is at the moment, but you're only level 4. Could make her a commerce or a persuasion. Well, we can give you some grenades. And I think we're okay with what we've got set there. Right, now I need to promote her. Homeworld Navigator. Our willpower is 55. I think I'm going to focus her on fellowship. So, blood augury. Enemies damaged by the navigator suffer that. What else do we have? Mastery of time. Whenever a creature in combat gains an extra turn. +5 bonus. Okay. Every turn, every even turn, the navigator gains an additional action point. Okay, that's interesting. And she seems chaotic, so it kind of fits in. Commanding voice. So she must be an officer. What's focus? Yes, I like it. Air of authority. The officer increased an ally's resolve or get back in the fight. The officer encouraged an ally who immediately recovers from burning, bleeding, toxic, and stunned. The target is under the effect of voice of command. The target's next attack will ignore cover. Useful. We'll take Air of Authority. Enemies moved by navigator's ability. No. What else do we have up here? Eye of Oblivion. Every enemy the navigator has in their line of sight. Ooh, yes. Affects everyone in line of sight. Good. Might not be a lot, but it's a commanding voice. Blood of Martyrs. Personal oversight. Steel resolve. I think I'm going to go commanding voice. I don't think we've got anyone doing commerce at the moment, do we? She's 40, so give her 10 in that. Finest Hour. The target of Finest Hour gains additional bonuses. The target deals +3 damage. Okay. All negative effects are immediately removed. Useful. Oh, that's a heal. Oh, we've got not sure actually. I'm going to go for the first. Give her more commerce. Fellowship can't increase any further, so willpower. Guide of Souls. Navigator starts all turns, including extra turns, with +3 additional movement points. First ally tagged by the Navigator with a single target ability. Each turn gains the same amount of additional movement points. Mastery of time. Mind over matter. The Navigator makes all resistance tests with their willpower if it is higher than the base characteristic for such test. If the Navigator's willpower is higher than their toughness, the Navigator's wounds are calculated. Open to the warp. Enemies affected by the Navigator's ability suffer a stacking -10 penalty to the next resistance test from the Navigator's power. Strange Vitality, what's that? The Navigator heals 5 wounds at the beginning of any turn. Yeah, Let her get healing. Let her stay in the fight. Willpower. Then we got let's do some healing and recovery work with her. The navigator's perception is higher than their agility. Their dodge is calculated. Okay. What is the perception? 55. Agility is 30. Oh, that would be useful then. There we go. And then we can leave. I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, Void Ship Bridge. Almost there. Here she is. Boxmaster. Oh, it's him. Boxmaster Vigdis. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard the Sanctum Navis. Has been prepared for the communion ritual, but the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first. Your heart starts beating furiously, your breath comes short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigdis is shivering slightly, and that the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of the sudden wave of unease. Without even looking at the Boxmaster, Cassia waves her away. First, I wish to speak to the rogue trader. Leave us. Of course. When you're ready for the ritual, please let me know. Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vigdis, then lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you. What did you wish to speak about? Before I begin the ritual, I wish to look once again into the eyes of the woman whose fame is so great it managed to penetrate the impregnable walls of Uruk 5, long before we ever met. It truly is you, Angelina Reid, the person the whole Expanse and the Connect sector are talking about. Now, a rogue trader as well. Lucius glory made you famous far beyond the bounds of your home system, did it? After a few seconds hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale, and then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped. But you acted honourably and did not exploit me in my wretched position. And for that I am immeasurably grateful. You convinced Cassia Celio to depart York 5 of her own free will. But now, Cassia throws back her shoulder, I am ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require the brushes, canvas, and the best paint you have on board, but no red. Why are you asking for these items? Now's not the time. No, she has a reason. Tell me more about what the ritual entails. I doubt the uninitiated could understand the mysteries of the navigation, but I shall try to explain the essence of it. I must merge my mind and will with the machine spirit of the ship, so that I become one with the vessel. Cassia lifts a lock of hair from the back of her neck, revealing gilded implant ports. After that, I use the House Auxilio ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you, to free my mind of all errant thoughts, and then it's time to open my third eye and peer into the depths of the warp itself. Among the nightmarish visions, mirages, and creatures of the abyss, only the light of the Emperor is the truth that will lead me from star to star, from system to system. Oh, the light, the guiding thread, so fine it can slip from one's grasp at any moment. Cassia unfurls her hand as though dropping something. But you have nothing to worry about. The navigator of House Ocelio would never lose their course. Why do you refuse red paint? It is my habit to use the blood of my attendants, so as to preserve my own. However, given the current circumstances, my own will serve even better. The blood of the House Nobilete is sacred, and so is more suitable to the communion ritual. But she knows what she's talking about. This is her area of expertise. I shall ensure that all necessary supplies are delivered to the Sanctum Navis. Cassia nods in thanks. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me, if you can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened. Boxmaster Vigdis. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. Nice, we've got the Navigator, we should have the crew. The Vox caster in the Sanctum Navis picks up the susurration of Chloe's pious chanting and the metallic clinking of implants. Then the serene voice of the Lady Navigator breaks silence, initiating communion ritual. You hear the exultant ring of metal freed from its scabbard, then the stifled gasp of the Lady Navigator, the rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas, and the faint whisper of a brush. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails, and umber shadows spinning over the surface in a fiery dance, a storm rising above the foaming waters, armadas drowning in fog. The path from one end to the other cannot be seen. You've been dropping some acid? And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit of her? No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened, the great ruler is gone. The Voxmaster recoiled at Cassia's words and accidentally snaps one of the cogitator levers. The panel beneath her fingers emits sparks, and the Voxcaster falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. I'm not going to punish her for the clumsiness. I do think she should be monitored, just in case that wasn't clumsiness, but something deliberate for some reason. Cassia, are you alright in there? Soul-shedding screams drown out the Vox transmission. The servants in the Sanctum Navis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, their throats raw from the strain, and then in silence the dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. It appears servants were part of the Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what's left of them. Rogue Trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as it did before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onward. The way is blocked. You hear a heavy exhale, rustling fabric and metallic clicking. By the Emperor's gaze, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely, even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me, if you have need of me. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Spare me a few moments of your time, please. There are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I want to report on the condition of the station Yorick 5. Regrettably, we arrived too late to evacuate the residents of the station. The warp disruptions affecting Yorick 5 twisted the bodies and minds of its attendants. The corruption failed to affect Lady Cassia, thank the Emperor. The navigators are trained to resist the Immaterium's pull. With your permission, I would like to remind you that we are still in need of more men and women for the crew, and we have not yet located Heinrich von Kalox, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. As we now attest, the man vanished into the shadows of the star system and was not present on Yorick 5. Keep this in mind when making future plans. Thank you, Wiggles. That'll be all for now. As it pleases you, Captain. Alright. We've looked there. We've been to Thunderfang. We've done Philia. What we haven't done, of course, is Rickard Majoris. And that's where we'll pick up next time. Thanks for watching. Enjoy whatever you're having as a nightcap, and I'll see you next time.